Okay, boys and girls, so we are back for math this week. We are going to be continuing our numbers, counting the Say 10 way, all the way to 100. We're also going to be looking at numbers, looking at their parts, and writing addition sentences today. Today our target is I can represent teen number, compositions, and decompositions as addition sentences. That's right. We're going to be putting parts together and also taking those parts apart and writing our addition sentences to match. We're going to start with our fluency. I want you to think about how many dots you see. That's right, 7. I want you to think about how you see 7 in 2 parts. Do you see 7 in 2 parts? Yes, this is how Miss Nakian sees that 7. I see 5 and 2. 5 and 2 makes 7. Let's look at another card. Very good. Now, I want you to think about how you see 7 this time. Who sees 7 in 2 different parts? Okay, very good. This is how Miss Nakian sees 7. In this picture of dots, I see 7 as 4 and 3. 4 and 3 makes 7. Let's look at our next dot card. Oh, how do you see 7 this time? What are the parts that you see 7 in? Awesome! Were you thinking the same thing Miss Nakian was thinking? Let's see. That's right. This time I saw 7 as 6 and 1. 6 and 1 makes 7. All right, how do you see the number 7 in 2 different parts? This time I want you to think about it, say your parts out loud, and I want you to say your number sentence. Okay, let's see if we had the same thinking. Miss Nakian saw 7 as 5 and 2. Those were my parts. So I'm going to say 5 and 2 makes 7. Okay, next dot card. Oop, how did you see 7 this time? Let's check our thinking. Miss Nakian saw 7 as 3 and 4. Those were my 2 parts. 3 and 4 makes 7. This time, Miss Nakian wants you to look at our picture. I'm going to give you some think time. I want you to say the number of objects that you see. Okay, whisper the number into your hand. Did you say 12? Let's count those stars together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Miss Nakian is going to circle my 10. 2. That's right, we had 12. Very good. Let's say that number the Say 10 way. We can say 10 to 12. Let's look at our next picture. Ooh, let's try to count that one. I'm going to give you some think time. Okay, let's get ready to check. Let's check. We're going to count, and when we get to 10, we're going to circle our 10. Here we go. Miss Nakian's going to mark them. Because remember that when our objects are scattered, it makes it a little harder to count. So we're going to keep track by marking them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I see that I have 10. And I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I see that I have 6 more. 10, 6. That's right. We have the number 16. Let's say that number the Say 10 way again. 10, 6. Oh, here's our another picture in a circular configuration. Why don't we touch and count? That always helps us when we have numbers, objects in a circle to count. Let's touch and count. When we get to 10, we're going to circle our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we know we have 10. Let's keep counting. Let's see. Let's see how many more we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that! Miss Knockhand has another 10. This time we have 2 10s. Yes, and a 1. Look at that. Last week we counted all the way to 100, and we also counted the say 10 way. We can say that number is 2 10s 1. You got it. Or we can say that's the number 21. Great counting. Let's move on to our next picture. Oh, this picture's a little easier to count, isn't it? Why do you think that is? Yes, because when we have numbers in frames, it helps us organize our thinking. So I bet we can count this one by tens. You ready? Here we go. We have 10, 20, 30, and then we have 2. Yes, we have 3 10s 2. Can you say the number the regular way? Very good. That would be the number 32. 10, 20. Let's write that on the top of these. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. 3 10s 2, 32. Let's look at our application problem today. Each student got 6 colored pencils. Let's circle that important number. Each student got 6 colored pencils, and I'm going to underline that word colored. That's important. And 4 regular pencils. Each student got 6 colored pencils and 4 regular pencils. How many pencils did each student get? Draw a picture, a number bond, and write a number sentence too. Okay, so let's start with our picture. I need to draw 6 colored pencils and 4 regular pencils. Let's go ahead and draw that. Miss Knockhand's going to draw 6 colored pencils, and I'm going to use my lines very quickly to represent my colored pencils. I'm at 4, 5, and 6. Okay, there's my 6 colored, and I'm going to label that with a number. And then I had 4 regular pencils. I'm going to do that in a yellow color because I know regular pencils are usually yellow. 4, and I'm going to label that. Okay, so there's my 6, and there's my 4. How many pencils did each student get? How are we going to figure that out? That's right. We're going to put our 2 parts together to figure out our whole. So let's look at our number bond. That's right. Our number bond is whole, part, part. We know our parts first. So let's write in our parts in our number bond. We had 6 and we had 4. When we put 6 and 4 together, let's count all of those colored pencils in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right. We have 10 pencils in all. 6 and 4 make 10. Let's write that in a number sentence. That's right. We're going to write an addition sentence because we're putting our parts together. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Part plus part equals whole. Great job on your application problem. Now we're going to move on to putting parts together, and we're going to continue to write our addition sentences. Let's look at our first number bond. I see some red dots, and Miss Nakian sees some yellow dots. Let's go ahead and count those parts together. Are you ready to count with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 10 red dots, and let's count my yellow dots. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I have 3 yellow dots. 10 red, 3 yellow. I want to know how many dots I have in all. What happens when I put 10 and 3 together? That's right. That gives me a whole of 13. 10, 3, 13. Very good. Now, when we show numbers, we can use objects to show numbers. We can draw numbers. That's right. We can use hide zero cards. When I put my 10 and my 3 all together, I know that that gives me, let's move all of our objects together. I'm going to try to fit them in all together. There we go. Maybe we can put them in a circle around our 13. There we go. Let's see if Miss Anke can get it to move. Okay. I think that's the best Miss Anke is going to get today. There we go. So we put our 10 and our 3 together, and that gave us a whole of 13. There's many ways we can represent those parts to get our whole. We can use piles of things around your house. You could count it with Legos. You could say, for your 10-3, you could show Miss Nakian 10, and you could show me 3 with Legos or anything you have around the house. So you can use piles of things to represent your parts. That's right, you could write your number bonds to represent your whole and your part, just like we did with our dots. Your number bond could say 13 is 10 and 3. You could draw a picture to show 10, 3 is 13. That's right, look at this picture. We have 10 triangles. We have 3 triangles. Together, that gives us our 13. Good problem solvers use lots of strategies to show numbers. You got it. We could also use our hide zero cards. 10, 3 gives us our 13. Yes, Reckon Ricks. We can also show numbers in parts put together on our Reckon Ricks to give us our whole. This Reckon Rick, we have our 10 moved all the way over, and then we can move 3 over to show 10, 3, 13. Yes, and here's our addition sentence. We can also write our parts and our whole in addition sentences, just like we did in our problem. Right here we have our 2 parts that equaled our whole. We had 10 red plus 3 yellow equals 13 dots in all. 10 plus 3 equals 13. You could also start with your whole. You could say 13 equals 10 plus 3. How did you have that 13? We had 13 because we had 10 red, 3 yellow. Very good. So when we write our parts, we would write 10 plus 3 equals 13. And we could also write that number with our whole first. we could say 10 plus 3 equals 13.